YouTube, what's going on? We got another video here by Realty is here. So this video is titled Pokimane versus VTuber. Yeah, we all know the recent controversy Pokimane has gotten herself into. She said there's no top female streamers that is out there, but she's forgetting about ironmouse and a lot of big VTubers that have been taking over the whole streaming space and scene. So let's see what's happening in this video. Of course, guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think, and let's just jump in and let's see what the controversy is about.
I know what you're thinking. More slop for the slop god. I can't believe he's making another video on VTubers. This dude must be riding VTuber dick to the point where you can call him a quomble or a white knight. But this is probably one of the most recent topics I'm going to discuss on this channel. As we all know, I have a preference for defiling fossils, but do be warned, there is a lot more foreplay before we get to the main topic, and I mean a lot more. But since this event happened, it's been clawing at my frontal lobe, and it's regarding a topic I'm very much interested in, the hellscape that is Twitch and streaming. So get ready for a school cafeteria lunch. You've got the sloppy joes with no job extra slop, with some additional fecal matter, with very little nutritional value. But this is regarding the recent controversy about some of the comments Pokimane has been blasting on her platform. Now just to warm you up about this, we all know who Pokimane is, and I've talked about her before a year ago now when I switched to this medium of content, and I just went over all the controversies Pokimane has been a part of, and the title was a bit hyperbolic. And to give her the benefit of the doubt, guys, she was right about Blacks. She did try to protect us from the controversy. Come on, she knew the truth all along. Let's give her a round of applause and bring her up on stage.
There's Pokimane.
But that is where the benefit of the doubt ends. Because I think at the end of that video, I predicted these very events, where I said something like, no matter how many controversies Pokimane has been in, you have to admit she tanks them and is a juggernaut at withstanding them, but she will continue to drop herself in frequent controversies. It was something like,
yeah, I think it's self-inflicted. You know, I feel like sometimes Pokimane, it's coming from a place of a lack of understanding or a lack of respect of other people's industries. I don't think she acknowledges VTubers. So yeah, it's difficult, man, you know, to see how Pokimane, where she was to how she is today, because she's the only person that makes her fall. You know, she always self-inflicts injury to her career, you know?
That it wasn't verbatim, but I was right. So you suck my above average baby carrot. It just genuinely amazed me how quick that prediction was to come true. She keeps popping up every few months with a new controversy. It is something she is unfortunately known for. And yes, you can make the argument she's one of the top creators on the planet. Of course, people are going to be monitoring everything she does under a microscope, similar to people like ishowspeed,
oh my god,
cenat,
Here comes the sun.
Hassan.
America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
Asmongold.
He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. He got, oh god.
Oh my god, he got a roach.
I don't like stopping videos. I feel bad about it. But the shell on turtles, do they spawn with it?
And you also can make the comment that people are going to be more venomous towards Pokimane because she is a woman. Yes, I think at least.
Male-dominated, whatchamacallit, well, perceived. Because remember, Twitch was a gaming app, guys. People shouldn't forget that Twitch never started from a culture of IRLs, you know, vlogging and all of that. It started from like literal people just shooting video games. So that was heavily male dominated. Now it's like a mix of women and men. So I gotta give them a shout out to that, you know.
10% of the hate she gets is because she is a female. But personally, I think women can drive just as good as men, can lift just as much as men, and complain just as much as men. Because women are pretty cool. Thank you. But the thing is with Pokimane, as mentioned before, the differing factor is how frequent these controversies are, and how most of the time, nearing the precipice of her controversies, she goes down a different route of response than any other content creator. Most content creators go down the serpentine route, where they avoid it as long as possible. Some just never address it at all and wait for it to blow over, and the only reason they would need to respond to it is if it's blatantly wrong or they do something like, say, a racial slur or racial remark, or more recently, a certain salute where the content creator was intoxicated, or if their entire audience has turned against them, and they have to respond, which gives birth to a whole new slew of apology videos. However, Pokimane, compared to other content creators, she reacts to it very differently. First, she says or does something people don't like.
People like this stop is if people like me and my community give them feedback that this is not an okay thing to do. Not attack them, but I hit a little dislike and I say, this not cool.
And she'll double down, and people usually don't like that as much, and then she'll throw up her hands to surrender, more often referred to as the French hello to any neighbouring country, and says how wrong she was and how much she's learned from the experience.
She hasn't.
Then she'll land herself in more controversy, not...
Yeah, Pokimane, I don't know, dude. She's one of those streamers where I feel like, you know, she never really reached her full potential. Because, you know, the room for Pokimane's potential, she's like, yeah, and like we all know that she can easily become the biggest streamer. But I feel like she always just goes the easy way route with the controversies, putting herself in situations, you know, just she just word vomits, you know, most of the times. And I'm just like, Pokimane, why would you do that, you know? But at the same time, you know, I feel like her content, one day there's gonna be somebody, a woman that's gonna literally give her a run for her money, you know?
Too long after. Like when
I feel like that's what VTubers are doing right now. No
criticized Kick and got personally involved criticizing and reaching out to people like Valkyrie, who was very supportive of people getting contracts on the platform. And then a few months later, she was in the whole cookie drama.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Which she apologized for shortly after, and then made light of the whole situation.
We're doing a promotion today. It is not a broke boys Black Friday sale.
Right. Because nobody was buying them, honestly, because those biscuits were terrible.
Found herself in the next controversy a few months later, criticizing streaming platforms, again citing bigotry and red pill bullshit, but then moves to YouTube, which with the problems she defined in that video, would be like saying you hate the French and then moving to Quebec, Canada. Yes, I'm going to continue to make fun of the French, but the point is she makes an oopsie doopsie, doubles down, then apologizes, then not long after finds herself in the mouth of an American bulldog that is the scrutiny of the internet. I think in my previous video I made somewhat of a timeline to show how
for me, over time, I used to really like Pokimane, but over time it's just like, it's kind of sour. You know, it's like Ninja. You know, Ninja used to be so freaking cool. But over time, when he starts exposing small pieces of himself, you start realizing, nah, this guy is not cool. And he's not a leader. You know, that's one thing which I always be saying about Pokimane. She's not a leader of the whole female movement wave on Twitch or streaming, you know? But I feel like she is a person that is doing her own thing. But, you know, you can't, like, cenat, Speed, you know, Aiden Ross, these guys are leaders. They're pushing the next wave. But then again, these are the top 3 streamers for the past 5 years of streaming. These guys are the top. So we can't, you can't compare her to that, you know?
Her controversies were, but some people think she does this to keep her name in the mouth of the internet.
I also think that's the reason, you know, because she is kind of dry, you know? I think the reason why she enters these controversies is to kind of stir up her own brand, you know?
To the fact it's like every few months we get a new Pokimane drama.
True.
And some people think the stuff that comes out of her mouth is just rage bait at this point.
It is.
I don't think that is true. I think if she...
It is. Come on. Like, you know, it's there. It's the obvious is there, you know? She says things to antagonize you, to make you think, and then she apologizes. How many times has she apologized? We've seen this. There's been many times she's apologized. So it's a pattern, you know?
If she was doing that, it would be like shooting yourself in the foot every mile. I think it's just a majority of the time she has a differing opinion than most people. And most of the time her opinion stays the same throughout most controversies. I mean, call me crazy, but the one in 2024 is exactly the same as the one in 2025. Unless she's found the perfect G-spot to make people angry and said things she's never gone back on. I think that's just genuinely her at that point. I just don't know why every time you go to Discord and go to the GIFs section and you type in Pokimane, it comes up with the most depraved compilation of this woman. Like, it is enough to induce shell shock. But you're all
Wow.
brought up to date now because Pokimane gave us the 3-for-1 special recently, which was 3 statements the internet really didn't like. One was that people
What was
that didn't
that?
like Kendrick's Super Bowl performance were all white people. I'm white.
Bro, yeah, nah, that was a ridiculous statement right there. You know, anyways.
I liked it. I think it was the most entertaining dance on someone's grave I've ever seen. And I don't think your music taste has anything to do with your colour of
Just
skin.
terrible
The second was
music
with
taste.
XQC and was more of a little blood gulch skirmish more than anything. She made an obscure claim.
Nah, the XQC one, again, dude. Pokimane, why are you shooting your own friend? You're shooting your allies. Talk about something else. These people, like, as much as these guys, they don't realize it, Twitch streamers are all allies. You know, because it's still a very uniquely niche genre of content entertainment, and it's still growing. So you don't shoot down your other allies to order make you go up, because it's crazy. That's crazy.
That he didn't get the entire 100 mil that he was offered and was advertised all over by every news outlet. But the comments citing she's heard news behind the scenes, like she has a backdoor in the streaming world, that wasn't entirely 100 mil given to him, it was given in equity as well. But XQC refuted this.
And how is that wrong? He still got 100 mil? Come on. You know, people... people can't even get 100 mil, bro, without Pokimane just hating for no reason, you know?
By saying there was only 3 people that knew about it, including him, his agent and Kick, all under an NDA. Then we move on to the most damning and what this video is about. It only took about 7 minutes to get here. She made the comment that there's not really a lot of females like Kai Cenat or ishowspeed in terms of popularity. Basically,
No, this statement is crazy, you know, because number one, again, what we always counter with is that when it comes to female streamers, Pokimane is supposed to be up there as the top, but she's not a leader. She doesn't create entertaining content. She's fighting against the war of attention. You get me? What I mean by the war of attention, you play video games. That takes time out of your day. You watch a movie. You go on Netflix. You go on TikTok. Why should I now go on Twitch to watch a specific streamer and support them? That's the war that these guys are fighting. They're fighting the war of attention. The reason why people watch Kai Cenat Speed is because these guys are hella entertaining. They change the whole foundation of what streaming is, and they are so captivating, entertaining. You will literally come out with a piece of something. You will gain something from watching their stream. That's one thing which I feel like a lot of people, that's why these guys have been on the top for a long time. And as well, it's not a flag to any female streamer, because look at what's her name? Ironmouse did last year. Ironmouse broke the world record. Why isn't she now recognized? Because she's a VTuber.
insinuating streaming is becoming more male-dominated. Now, ishowspeed and Kai Cenat are at the top of the streaming hierarchy, always doing something innovative. It seems like Kai has a new celebrity on every stream, and Speed is in another country every week. Both making liquid content and putting countless hours into what they do. And to stop the liquid rim job there, they both got there on their own accord, their own efforts. But the main problem with the comment many people found was the fact there are technically females on the same level as these two. In fact, you could flip the tables and say this community is mainly female dominated, and that is VTubers.
Oh, okay, so it's okay when I'm a white nationalist, but when I'm homophobic, that's where you draw the fucking line?
Okay, some of you are questioning my previous statement. Name me one VTuber that is a male and not a femboy. Okay, name me 5, and I'll even give you a small amount of time to think.
I can't think of one. I only know females. No, I can't think of one.
You done? Okay, you're a loser. But a lot of problems people had with this statement is the fact she's blatantly wrong. Female VTubers have very much infested.
Look at this. Look at that. Female top 5 of VTubers. Jeez Louise, shout out to them, dude. You know, shout out to them, bro.
Streaming platforms since 2020. and people like Ironmouse rivaling Kai Cenat and even taking over his sub record at one point, which indirectly benefited him because it gave him an excuse to make another subathon, which many people enjoyed. And it didn't even happen that long ago. You have VTubers like Chibidoki, Filian, and even Shando, all of which I can't get off my YouTube shorts or Instagram reels. Please help me. You also have Gura and the whole Hololive scene, and the top female streamers of Twitch being VTubers, doing absolute numbers and increasing each year.
Because the one thing that shines from VTubers is their personality. As much as you can have a cute anime, whatever, figurine, virtual sim, you need to be freaking entertaining. These numbers are not just there for the sake of, these people are entertaining. That's the fight that these other females are fighting. You're up against these guys. So yeah, it's a war.
Once again, poor male VTubers, with some people putting thousands of hours into their streams. And many female streamers are choosing to become VTubers, either starting off as a VTuber or just becoming one. Even Pokimane tried it at one point, because you have the added benefit of not being judged for the way you look, and half the people can't make the comment they're only attracted to you like a monkey bomb due to your appearance. Most people are there for your personality. Some people will be cranking it out to your stream right now, VTubers, which there is a culture on Twitch where many female streamers get the comments made towards them that they are Twitch thoughts due to the actions of other streamers. But this completely negates that. And too many people only watch streamers that do a face cam. The top 100 streamers, a majority of them have a face cam. Predominantly due to the reason that you can relate more to the person when you can actually see their facial reactions. But not a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people want to stay anonymous, either for their own.
And that's where VTuber kind of comes in. It's like a bridge. It's like a bridge where they can now express themselves, you know? And I like it. I like VTubers, you know, in a sense. I watch a lot of, no, I'm lying there. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I only watch like 2 or 3. And that's cool, you know? I'm still trying to get into it. It's a new thing for me. And of course, since that I do anime, I have to also kind of embrace VTubers because we are fighting the same fight, you know?
Safety, or if you're a little munchkin like Shonda who recites war crimes on her streams.
No, Hitler's my friend. He wouldn't do that.
And does not want to be recognized in public. VTubing makes it possible so you can connect with your viewers and potentially just be yourself. You get to be a cute little anime girl. Half of you want to be that. And it's popular. A lot of females have seen these benefits and are doing VTubing because of those benefits. And a lot of females due to VTubing are starting their own streams. And you have...
But the nice thing which I like about VTubing is that these guys also get on the chopping block. They're not immune to controversy. They get controversy like a mother effer, bro. A lot of people don't like VTubers, and a lot of people do. So yeah, you know, that's the nice thing which I like about it.
Definitely seen a rise in female streamers who are slowly but surely clawing their way to the top. It's just going to take a bit more time and patience. And it's unfair to make this comment when female streaming is making great progress than it has in years. When gaming first started, it was always male-dominated, and that went hand in hand with streaming platforms. So once again, it is going to take some time for that to fully change, but it has made dramatic changes over the past 10 years.
It's totally different, bro. There's a lot more female streamers, a lot more females which respect themselves, don't do hot tub streams, and like legit, like, how can I put it, like thirst trap. There's not a lot of thirst trap females. A lot of people are actually putting in work. I gotta give them that.
10 years, and this comment just kind of overlooks that, and nobody can be like Kai Cenat and fucking ishowspeed. They are out of their fucking mind. Yeah. And even if we went with the assumption Pokimane was not talking about VTubers, who we all know are actually not women, they're 300-pound men with a voice changer.
I know what kind of man you are.
You still have content creators like QT Cinderella, who made and hosted the Streaming Awards, which many people watched. You have Emaru, who is in the top 100 streamers. You have Maya Higa, who's making content on a farm, and even Pokimane herself, which most people know, all of which, yes, you could say aren't on the same level as Kai Cenat, but are making ripples throughout the streaming sphere. But then again, what she said could have just been an offhand comment, like her previous two this week, that maybe she didn't fully mean. But the VTubing community saw it very differently, because it was something. It was definitely something. Imagine Hiroshima times 2, that was the reaction from the VTubing community, and many of the VTuber fans acting like Pokimane had personally gone out of her way to face their Oshis, which in VTubing terms, that's like their VTuber deity, with most responses from the VTuber fans being a clip of Shondo that fit the situation like two Tetris L shapes fitting together, but was just unhinged.
There are the times we don't like real women anymore. What, you mean these virtual women go online and make money and I have to spend 3 hours putting makeup on? Yep. Get over it, whore. Your days are over. Your womb is drying up. My womb is eternal.
But many of the responses being very alike, just saying, you know, ironmouse exists, gura exists, and other VTubers. But the VTubers themselves had something to say about it as well. You have Rev, who is the VTubing version of Moist Critical. He even has the long hair and ponytails, but he made a video with a title that must have been like a moth to a flame for both the Poki haters and the Poki supporters.
Yeah.
But their opinion was similar. She did forget about female VTubers that are taking over the scene. You had Rev reacting to Pokimane and every VTuber reacting to that VTuber saying the same thing, saying she is not considering female VTubers or isn't considering VTubers to be female. Some even saying she's simply...
Again, it's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep, bro. It's just Pokimane. Pokimane always does Pokimane things, you know? You just gotta leave her to just do her Pokimane things, you know?
Simply out of touch and only saying this because people no longer watch her, due to the fact she's not even in the top 10 female streamers anymore.
He does what Pokimane does. And I don't fault her for this, alright? I'm not like, oh man, this dumb bitch, how dare she? You guys gotta understand, like, her cycle is... she falls off, and then she rage baits.
So basically, you had everyone in the...
That's true. She falls off, and then she starts rage baiting. And which is, in the long run, it's gonna be bad, you know?
VTubing community just constantly dunking on Pokimane. She was somewhat wrong with what she said, but this just teaches you to never associate yourself with someone that likes VTubers, or indirectly say anything about the VTuber community, because you better have stretched those asshole flaps with that Magnus butt plug, because they aren't going to lube you up when they go in. But even on different fronts...
The one thing which I don't like about the VTuber community, you always have to be positive. You can't give a certain type of criticism because they will catch you. Yeah, that's one thing
Pokimane just couldn't catch a break. People were posting pictures of hair from like 6 years ago not wearing makeup, and you had people sharing the sentiment that, yeah, people don't watch female streamers because it carries the stereotype of OnlyFans and just being over-sexualized. We also had Drama Alert adding to the bonfire that was the public outdoor toilet of shitting on Pokimane, saying she had just basically fell off, making the comment she herself has not put any effort into her content on the same level as Kai and Speed.
It's not even the same level. I think she's not a leader in this whole female streaming. She never was, and I don't think she ever will be, you know? Other women are really showing the fact, like ironmouse, she's showing that she's a leader in a sense, you know, of what she's doing. It's a revolution. So yeah, you know.
This whole situation has nothing to do with gender, simply just how much effort you put into streaming. And the latter...
It's not about gender. You gotta think about it. As what he said, gaming was mostly male dominated. Now there's a lot of women into it. Twitch streaming was about gaming. A lot of men would do gaming. A lot of men watch it. And now, you know, there's a lot of women now. So yeah, it's just... it is what it is. It's not a male or female thing. It's just, yeah, you know, Pokimane it's attention. Like, I would rather go play PlayStation or watch Netflix or go on TikTok, you know. There's a lot of things to do. Why should we be watching you know, type of thing.
Part I agree with. You've seen females put efforts into their stream and bear fruit from it. Like, once again with the streaming awards and female VTubers releasing things like music and animations about their lore, or even concerts. But we won't talk about that one VTuber concert. But even if it is mostly the agency doing
that VTuber nah, that shit was too funny. That's hilarious, honestly. You guys, we're like VTuber and anime fandom, we're such tweakers, bro, honestly.
most of this work, all of which are still once again making waves in the streaming world, and a lot of which are on their way or have already matched Kai's, cenat's and Speed's numbers. But the comment does potentially discredit most of the female progress that has been made on the platforms.
It does, it's a backhand compliment. Yeah, it does.
VTuber or not. But once again, I don't think she went out of her way to on your Oshi's face.
Yeah, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. She just said
or to get back into the light of the internet. I think she's either still conforming to her own rhetoric she made a year prior, or there was a bit of naivety when she made that statement. Or she just doesn't think VTubers are females. Probably that, to be honest. Once again, whilst you're enjoying your VTuber, their 2-foot-long subway sub-penis is gracefully swinging with a gentle breeze under their desk. But in conclusion, Pokimane probably didn't consider or forgot about VTubers when she made that comment. Once again, don't prod the VTuber community, it comes with thorns. There's probably going to be another Pokimane drama in approximately 4 months, and this is the last time I will ever utter the name Pokimane. This was just a video I wanted to make about the situation, and bye-bye.
I doubt, yeah. Pokimane and VTubers, yeah, she is very controversial. Thank you guys for watching. Hella crazy video. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. We'll see you on the next one. Peace out.